Let's see who is on. Just us so far. Okay. All right. We got some people coming in. Hey, I put this in the chat if you are willing to answer. I asked, what's something you like to cook at home? If you will tell me that, that'd be cool. Yeah, put it in here too. What? Why is this way? It's a picture. Whatever. I'll do it this way. Do, 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 do. All right. While we're waiting, you're on. I'm asking a question in the chat. I'm asking, what is something you like to cook at home? If you can type in your answer, I would love to see that. I am learning pierogi. If anybody has experience with that, I would love some guidance. Anybody, Farah, James, or Kevin, I see you on. If you're willing, or Angela, if you're willing to share what you like to cook at home, I would love to see an answer while we're waiting. Brisket, of course. Of course. We're back to brisket. Kevin, do you have a Traeger or something, or are you smoking it? Okay. How long does that take you? D- I'm not a brisket guy. I'm a ribeye guy. Angela's instant ramen with boiling water. That's what she's got. Yeah, but I'd love to know. I was thinking about getting a woodwind a long time ago, but I'm a kitchen guy more than a smoker guy. Okay. Anybody else? Or Kevin, you could tell me more about your this Weber kettle. Oh my gosh, you just leave it for so long. That's crazy. So like 12 hours? Is that how long it takes to cook this? People who are joining up, uh, if you're brand new joining, I see some other note takers and whatever on here. I'm asking people, what do you like to cook at home? We got brisket. Yep, low and slow, 250. Kevin is talking about brisket. Andrew's talking about instant ramen. I'm trying to learn pierogi, some Polish food. Uh, I'm a sous vide guy. Kevin, do you ever use a sous vide? Because that is not as slow, for sure, not as slow. That's like 3 or 4 hours to cook something, but I'm not doing a big brisket. Let's see what else we have in here. Far or James, you're also on. If you have any, you're willing to share anything that you like to cook at home, would love to see. Don't feel pressured though. Oh, look at that. Try tip. Kevin and James, you gotta get a little restaurant going together. Smoked meats. April, good to see you. April, if you just came on, we are chatting per usual, what I always do. What is something you like to cook at home? So far, we're super meat heavy, and I use a Green Mountain Grill smoker versus a Traeger. Yeah, I always see this debate of the green thing versus Traeger versus Woodwind. What stuff? I I I don't know. I'm just like, it takes so long. And are these things hard to clean? The I'm a kitchen guy. Okay. Okay. Control it from your phone, that whole thing. You see the temperature, wood pellets, that whole shebang, I'm assuming. Okay. Got it. Got it. Cool. Welcome, people coming in. If you are brand new, I am asking people to tell me what do they like to cook at home. So far, we got a lot of meat, and then there's Angela with ramen, and there's me with pierogi that I'm learning. Uh, yeah, I'm also curious to know if, or to ask if you know what is the most common home cooked meal in America. I'll reveal the answer in a minute. What is the most common home cooked meal in America? It's kind of fun to see all these answers come up. Good. Let's give it like one more minute and then we'll get moving. Cool. Ama or Anna is on too. Not anymore. Okay. Cool. Okay. I think we should just get moving. Let's do it. Okay. Angela, if you're good with it, I'm ready to get moving. Yeah. Give me a little thing. Cool. All right, we'll get going. All right, everybody. Welcome, welcome. My name is John Lee. If you know me, I run Dashboard Dudes, and I'm very excited to show you this cool tool called Storytell. And before we get started, a couple things that I do want to mention to you is that this entire thing is on YouTube right now, but it's also recorded. So you will get it sent to you. Type in any questions you have in the Q&A. I will try my best to answer them afterwards. Angela from Storytell is actually on in the background too. She's hiding in the shadows, and she is going to also help us out today. Cool. All right. One thing that I also do in a lot of my presentations is I'm big on interaction. In scuba, if anybody scuba dives, this means I'm okay. This means I need to go up to air to breathe. So I'm going to ask everybody in the chat, will you hit the little emoji icon and will you give me an okay symbol? You can type in the word okay, but it'll look like that. I'd love to see it to see how we're feeling. I'm going to ask a lot of questions throughout this presentation. So can I see an okay? May I see an okay symbol from most people? Good. Love it. The ladies with an A. So we got that. We have two women that have names that start with an A, and then the dudes are just feeding on smoked meats. That's our breakdown that we got here. Okay. Nick, good. Happy to see you. Nick, we're just getting started. We're asking people what do they like to cook at home and doing some other stuff. Okay, cool. Let's get into it. Let's just get moving. So my name is John Lee. I run this thing called Dashboard Dudes, if you know what that is, and I do a lot of analytics work. I've been doing analytics work for a very, very, very long time. And anyway, as the scene of data has been evolving, one of the coolest things coming out is this whole trend of AI. And for me, I'm going to be very honest with you. I actually really struggled with AI. I was like, why would I use it? What would I use it for? I already know how to write SQL. Like, why would I? I don't need it to help me write crazy SQL because I'm good. And I was really trying to think, what do I do? And a bottleneck for me with my job was obviously finding insights for people. What I do is I put a lot of data together and I've spent time kind of looking at things and I'm like, sure, I can make you a dashboard for you to see stuff. But to mine those insights takes a little bit of time to read. And then Nick over here, Nick Maverick, fantastic human being, introduced me to Storytel. I'm like, oh, what's this tool? And I learned what it is. And I was like, oh, this is really cool. So I'm going to show you some stuff on how using this AI makes my life a little bit easier. And for the Domo people, like April, you're on, this I see it as an addition to the Domo AI chat thing. It's more like a yes and statement rather than a yes or than a or statement. Cool. Okie dokie. Hey, first of all, just show you real fast, this Storytel thing is this AI tool. I did ask it a question. What's the most common home cooked meal in America? Here are our answers. Pasta dishes, chicken dishes, makes a lot of sense. Tacos and casseroles. Very, very interesting. I don't see ramen noodles on there, smoked brisket, tri-tip. Well, maybe those can fall into the tacos. You could probably do something like that or the casserole, but now you know. Now you know what it is. All right, let's start from the beginning. Let's talk about what this Storytel thing is. This Storytel tool is an amazing AI tool that allows you to take data from a lot of different places and put it into one spot to analyze it for you. And what I was saying is when I struggled with ChatGPT, I was like, I don't know what to do with this. I don't know, can I put a CSV in here? Can I put multiple forms of data in here? What do I do with this thing? Am I just using it to make funny images and whatnot. Like, what can I actually use it for? So I've been playing with Storytel now for like 2 or 3 months, and I feel pretty good about it, and I want to show you how I use it right away. So let's go into a little example. If you did not know, I actually own a martial arts gym on the side. I've been doing martial arts since I was 7, and this is just a passion project. I've had this gym up for almost 10 years now. And this is my gym, Chicago School of Grappling. We teach jujitsu and kickboxing. And okay, okay, nice to see you. And I do kickboxing and grappling and all this other stuff. So what I do is I take our Google Analytics data and a bunch of other data, and I'm able to put it into this tool called Domo, which is like a Power BI, Tableau BI thing. And I'm able to produce insights like this dashboard that tells me, hey, how many website sessions did I have? What's my average session duration? How many users do I have? New users, blah, 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 blah. I have all these things in here that I can see classes and all this stuff in here. But you see, the hard part is that I have to kind of look in this myself and see what are the insights. So I have to look here. Oh, there's a green thing here. My session duration is a little bit higher. Ooh, there's some red things here. Okay, what's going on? But I have to kind of find all these things for myself. And this takes a lot of time. So Storytel is a way to help expedite that mining of insights. And I want to show you how this works. So first, what I did, if you're not familiar, I can go here and in Domo, I can say, give me a PDF, and it's producing a PDF right now. I can also go to the base data that I have right here, which is this one, which is this one. And I could say, you know what, I want to just download this as a CSV file, not a big deal. So boom, I have a CSV file, I have a PDF. Now this is what's cool. Let's get to our first lesson for Storytel. Here, you're going to see a big rectangle right in the middle, right? And if you see this little paperclip up icon, if I click that paperclip, what I can do is I could put in multiple forms of data, different forms. I could put in a PDF, a PowerPoint, CSV, Excel doc. I could copy and paste stuff in here. I could put a whole website in here to be scraped. So it's pretty cool. And all we have to do is we click, boom, I find my files that I want. I put them in. Now, I've already done this because I didn't just want to waste some time, but it took like 40 seconds. That's about it. So once I put that data in here, what I can do is I can now start doing stuff with it. So let's go over here. I have something called Chicago School of Grappling. And these are my data sets that I was able to put in here. Cool. So the first step, we uploaded data. We have several forms that we can do, which is super, super cool. I've never seen anything where I could actually I could upload a CSV and a PDF and an MP3 and an MP4, and I could just copy and paste stuff in and put a website. So you could put in a ton of different ingredients or data forms in this tool. Okay, now once we're there, now I can start doing stuff with it. And here is where it's going to be super, super fun. So first of all, at the top, these things right here, do you see how this says Chicago School of Grappling? That's my gym. Chicago School Grappling plus public or just public knowledge. These are different sources of data that you can use for any questions or insights you are trying to ask. So right now it's set on public knowledge. If I were to ask a question in here, like, what is the most common, I'm doing this in real time, never asked this question before. What is the most common martial art in the world? I don't know. Right now, what Storytel is doing is it's using a bunch of LLMs. It's using like Chat and Gemini and a bunch of other things to tell you, hey, here's the answer, it's karate. But it's using it on that public information that we had done. If I had switched this to say, you know what, use both public knowledge and my own information, that's what it'll use it for. And I say, hey, only use my information, that's what it'll use as the source. So that's pretty cool, where it has these different things that we can do. But let's do something real. I would never really ask like this question that often. I would really do something like this. I want to ask, give me a brief summary. I'm going to write this instead. Give me a 3 to 5 sentence summary of the data. So right now I'm giving it a prompt, a command to go do something for me. And based on the private data, appears that you have all these metrics on websites, blah, 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 session duration, bounce rates, exactly what I'm showing, both in the PDF and the CSV. Looks like your pages of home and schedule are showing varying engagement levels. So that's the first thing that's pretty cool. You can do that. Now, sure, we have that. That's no problem. But I want to really blow your mind right now. So when I have used or even helped other people use ChatGPT and other LLMs, the prompt writing is key. You need to know how to write a good prompt because if you don't, it's just a tool. It's not gonna, it can't read your mind. And a lot of people struggle with prompts and they'll write things like, what's the best website? What's the worst page? It's like that doesn't, what does worst mean? Does it mean session duration, number of sessions, revenue? What does that possibly mean? So with Storytell, there's something really, really cool I could do here. I want to show you this. Do you see this little forward slash right here? If I click that forward slash, Storytel already has a prompt library for me to go. So I just wrote in here, hey, tell me a 3 to 5 sentence summary of the data, whatever. I can select prompt two. And look what Storytel is doing. It wrote this prompt for me based on the content I've shared. I want you to do all these things. Do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. 3 to 5 sentence long, blah, 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 blah. Awesome. Now I can send this, and Storytel is using its own prompt to feed itself based on my data to give me a way, look at that, a way better response that's much more detailed and broken out. It's telling me a top blog that I wrote that said top 5 reasons why karate and taekwondo are not good for your kids. That one gets me in a little bit of trouble with the karate people. They comment on that one all the time. But I'll go on a tangent on that later. But this is pretty cool where Storytel is able to use its own prompt to tell me something. Now, next lesson. If you see me hovering over things, do you see how this little box appears on the right-hand side? It's kind of like, hey, did you know you could do this? This is really cool. So let's go do an example. Session duration. This is perfect. Let's say you're like, what does this mean? What is this average session duration? I have no clue. I can hover over it and look what Storytel does. It prompts something for me. Help me understand this. Explain this to me like I'm 5. And look, right, we could write these prompts ourselves. That's fine. But sometimes as users, we don't know what to write. And Storytel is really helping me jump that curve because I can just use what it's already included to help me go. Cool. Here you go. Just like how some party games keep kids playing longer than others, some website pages keep visitors reading longer than others. This helps website owners understand which parts of their site are most interesting to visitors. Isn't that cool? You have this prompt to help you out, to help you understand the data a little bit faster. Cool, cool, cool. I would love to do a little check-in. How are we feeling? Oh, we got some other people on the call. Yeah, like give me an okay scuba symbol in the emoji. Let me know if you're following, if you're feeling good, and everything is making sense so far. I'd love to see that. Let me know. I'll keep going, but just if you could put that in, I love it. Oh, good. Thanks, April. Hopefully I'll see you in March. Okay, love it, everybody. Love it, love it. All right, so that's the first thing that's pretty cool. Hey, what if I'm what if I'm not good at writing prompts? What I'm just like, I don't know what to ask. I don't know what to do. This is where it's gonna get super, super cool. I'm gonna go right back to the home page right here and check this out. If I go at the top, I have work, life, play. If I go to work right here, you could see, oh, all these different types of industries pop up. I have academia, analysts, blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna click marketing. And when I go to marketing, now I have these roles that appear under marketing, like a digital marketer. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Look at this. I'm gonna pick on create webinar ideas from existing company content. Check this out. Cool. Yep. So Storytel right now is saying, hey, I want you to do all this stuff. Go create a webinar ideas from existing company content. Uh, right. And if I do it right now, it doesn't know what data source to reference. So what I can do is if I put a little hashtag symbol in there, my collections, which are like folders or baskets of all my ingredients, pops up. So I'm going to say, hey, create webinar ideas from existing company content based on my Chicago School of Grappling data. What I could have also done, I could have also just taken this prompt and put it into this collection and done it that way. I'll do that too, so you could see. But look at that. It's giving me ideas of webinars or potential blogs I could use. And it's even giving me a title. This is really cool. This is the first time I've done this, truthfully. Beyond the Basics, Advanced Guard Passing Strategies. Wow. That is something that is very jujitsu specific. So a normal person would not know what I'm talking about right now. This is pretty cool. It gives me some topics that I can use to help me out here. So that's, I think, really, really, really amazing that I could just do it. And look, I didn't even write anything. I just copied and pasted and clicked different things to help me out. Let's do it again though. I'm so curious. If I were to take this copy, let's go to the Chicago School of Grappling collection, which has all that stuff. I'm going to do it again. And we're going to see the answers that it yields. So instead of me referencing it in the public collection, or the personal collection, I am now just putting it into my same collection. Cool, awesome. And it's giving me, look at that. Look at this whole smorgasbord of stuff that we have going on here. I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty amazing. Uh, Fantastic. Cool. I want to show a couple other things while we're doing well on this one. Uh, let's pretend, so this one, April, I'm going to pick on you for this one because I think you might like this one, okay? I'm going to go here. Real time, never done this before. We're going to see if this works out for us. I'm going to go to public knowledge. I'm going to go to, this might be helpful for you and myself. Domo is a BI tool. Actually, let's just put in the website. Yep, I'm going to do that. I want to do this. Give me 5 blog article ideas to write based on this one. Let's see what happens. Look at that. Cool. So for April and myself and for Nick, who also are big Domo users, if we wanted to write some articles or blogs or whatever on some Domo stuff, Storytell is using this to help us out. It's saying, hey, here are some things you can use. You can write. You can write beyond dashboards, how Domo's platform empowers data-driven action. Cool. That's really awesome. Check this out. I'm going to blow your minds. I'm going to make it even better. I am going to copy that, paste it back in. Now I'm going to say this. Use Chat GPT. And do you see how it turns a different color? Now what we just told Storytel to do is, hey, use this tool instead to do it. Let's see what happens. Look at that. It's giving me other prompts that I could write, integrating Domo with existing business tools, best practice and tips. Cool. Great. Hey, let's do it one more time. Let's do it again. Instead of Chat GPT, let's use Gemini. I'm a Gemini. That's why I'm just biased toward using Gemini. Look at that title, and it's giving you the concept breakdown. So isn't that cool? You can use Storytell to pivot and to tell you what you want it to do, with it be prompt writing or it be looking at insights differently through different lenses. I think that is a super, super, super cool feature that we can do with it. Cool. How are we feeling, everybody? Can I see little OK symbols? And then I'll go on to the next thing I want to show you. Let me see how we're doing. Give me an OK if you're feeling good, if you're feeling inspired and energized. Good. Okay. Cool. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Awesome. All right, cool. Let's keep going for a little bit. There's some extra stuff I want to show here, then we'll do some Q&A stuff. Okay. Hey, so I want to talk real fast about security. This question comes up all the time with LLMs, and even for Domo, we have this question like, what happens with our data? So if I go right here to the homepage, I go to enterprise grade. And if I go to trust and security, I open that thing up. Just let it come through. All right. Apologies. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Sorry. I just have to practice patience. Okay. These are the most 2 important statements you'll read regarding that privacy stuff. It'll say, hey, we value privacy. No LLMs are trained on your data. Okay. Whew, that's one good thing. The second thing is it's HIPAA compliant. So we're not giving out that customer information for other people to use and all that stuff. Okay, so those are 2 things to keep you at ease. The other thing that I want to show you is this. If I go back to my own Domo one, I'm sorry, my own dashboard. Nope, I'm in the wrong one. There we go. Let me go back. I have these collections right here, right? Collections are folders of things. So I can have a marketing collection, operation one, my grappling school one. Hey, but what I can do here is only I can see this right now. This is my own personal collection. If I wanted somebody to have access to this thing, like if I wanted to give April or Nick or whomever access to this Chicago School grappling thing, check out what I can do. I can go here, hit these three little buttons, go to move, and now I can move that under a shared collection. Boom, boom, pow. Now what I can do from here is I can grant access to this collection to whomever I want. I just put in their email address. You will get an email that says like John Lee is trying to share something with you on Storytell. And now what they can do is they can be invited right here where they can see what I'm working on and they can use to ask their own questions too. So I think that's really cool. I can keep some things private to myself and I choose what I want other people to see and what I want them to use. Cool. All right. Making a lot of sense. One more thing I want to go through, then I really want to open it up and see if people have questions on some stuff. Is let's say we get some of this information. Let's do this one again. Sure, we're back to the webinar ideas. Great. We have this thing at the bottom, this story tile stuff, right? So these story tiles are like little brief summaries, kind of what it shows you, little highlights that we can take here. And how Storytel is able to do this is whether it be a PDF or it be a CSV or it be a copy and paste or whatever, Storytel basically takes all your data and it breaks it down into little itty bitty pieces and it tags everything and puts it right back together again. That's why it's able to read a CSV pretty efficiently. It's able to know what it's looking at because it breaks everything down, tags it, puts it back. When you have other LLMs that are just kind of taking info at face value, it doesn't know what a two in a cell means. It doesn't know, is that a revenue thing? Is that a session thing? What is that, an impression? Is that a click? So I like that it breaks it all out, puts it back in so I can ask some questions. Now, what I want to get at is, let's say you're like, hey, these are some cool ideas that I could use for blog articles or posts or whatever. Boom, right here, I could say share, and now I can send this to whomever I want and they can have access to this thing and they can see the results. I think that's really, really cool to use to get your insights across. Uh, oh, let's do some other stuff too. Right, right. I want to show you this one. Right. Jody, I remember seeing the improve it. I need to remember that again, though. Let's try this again. Okay, we're going to type a prompt in. We're going to do this one. I'm going to do it on both. Give me tips on how to improve my direct traffic to my website. Oh, cool. Improve it right there. Let's see what that does. Oops, and I spelled website incorrectly. I have a website. Look at that. Isn't that cool? That's pretty cool. You can have Storytel improve your own prompt before you have it go. Could you offer a comprehensive plan that includes recommendations on improving user engagement? Yes, that sounds great. Awesome. That was pretty cool. Let's go send it off. Let's see what results from this thing. Cool. Look at that. This is cool. This is cool. Current direct traffic performance based on analytics traffic shows average bounce rate of 25 to 35, duration 30 to 90. Okay. Add a clear call to action for top converting pages. Right. Feature social proof. Sure. Makes sense. This is cool. It's telling me exactly on my own pages what I could do. Look at that with 74% second duration. Really fun stuff. So this is really, really cool stuff. And the main reason why I actually really do like Storytel a lot, more than ChatGPT for business type stuff, is because it's geared toward that to allow me to do the analytics and the insights much faster than ChatGPT. ChatGPT, I have to know what I'm writing correctly. I don't have this thing to hover over stuff and to say like, what does this mean? Like if somebody's like, what does direct traffic mean? I can hover over it and I could do that whole thing, like give me a more in-depth answer. You know, I could click all these things. So I really like how it does that. And actually, I'll give you a real use case. Today, I had somebody from Domo ask me, "Hey, John, do you know if there's a way to take a PDF and to turn it into a CSV? Do you have a fast way? I have a client and they're really struggling." And I said, "Oh yeah, I just use Storytel." And I literally went on and I showed and I said, "I can do something like this. Let's just do it another fast use case and then we'll go for it." So let's say I'm going to start fresh. Boom, boom. And let's say you get this PDF, for instance, whatever. I have my dashboard turning into a PDF. It's coming up here. Let's just see how long, right, this takes. Storytel right now, what it's doing is taking that PDF, which I think is crazy. It's taking a PDF and it is ripping it apart. And then it's tagging everything and just putting it back together so it knows what it's looking at. While that's going on, I'm going to ask it something. I'm going to say, convert this into a PDF, or sorry, into a CSV with the columns, date, page, title, total sessions. Oh, right. I have to turn this off because I want it on my own thing. All right. When that's going through, what I was able to do today in real time when I showed somebody is I was able to take that PDF, do it, and produce a CSV just like that. Actually, I wonder if I could, while that's going, I wonder if I could just do it right here because I already have that loaded. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's try it again. Uh, convert this into a CSV, the columns. Oh, let's do it again. Convert this. Hmm. Let's try it one more time. Ah, whatever. Convert this data into a CSV. All right. I'll have to figure this out. I mean, maybe I'm screwing something up. Jody, I'll talk with you later. Make sure to switch off public. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Anyway, I was able to do that earlier today. It was cool. Cool hit. We got it. Not a big deal. Okay, cool. I wanted to give you a very brief, very quick insight and description of how I use Storytel to help me out with some of the data stuff. To be truthful, how I've used it. I have a client who they like to make PDFs. They love it still, and they send PDFs out to their clients. And what I'm able to do, I'm able to take their PDFs from Domo as a scheduled report. I'm able to put that into Storytel, ask it to find me some top 5 insights, and then they just copy and paste it, send it off to the client. And there we go. So anyway, really fast. I love it. Hopefully you give it a shot. It is free to sign up. So if you are interested, Angela pinned it at the top. I'm going to put it here as well. I would highly suggest you give it a shot, play with it right there. There you go. You can sign up for Storytel. And if you have questions on it, feel free to ask me. They have some videos on YouTube and some other places for guidance. And I'm also very happy to talk with you about it. Cool. I am very happy to answer any questions. If anybody has any questions you want to write in chat or you want to go on speaker, and I'm happy to discuss. With that, if not, thank you everybody. Happy to talk, and I look forward to seeing what you make with Storytel. All right. I will talk to you later. I'll stay on, answer any questions. If you want to talk brisket or food, I'm also open to always talking about that stuff too. Let me know. Cool. Cool. Anybody got anything for me? Any questions? Cool. Yeah, no problem about that thing. This happens. It could have been me moving it to public to share there. What are the next plans for training videos? Nick, what a great question for training videos. I'm helping out the Storytel team, Angela and Drodio and Erica by cranking some stuff out. So it's online. So Angela, you can give Nick over here the links to YouTube for him to watch and his team to watch how you can use Storytel. Um, and we have it both for mobile mobile and desktop. Also, I think it's just me saying my stuff and trying to be humorous, trying to make some people laugh while being nerdy about data at the same time. Cool. Anybody else got anything for me? Good, good, good. All right. Appreciate it. I am going to also do this. Anybody on the call, if you want to, please email me. Let's talk. Happy to do it. Okay, everybody. Great to talk. Angela will take care of sending you the recording and the button to sign up to give Storytell a shot. I'm very available to talk. And for the Domo people like Nick and April and other folks, I am very, very happy to show you how I use it specifically for Domo in addition to the Domo AI chat helper. All right. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you later.